Well, friends, it is week 5 of 6. It's hard to believe that we're already here. But again, we're so thankful for you, so proud of you, and all the great things that are coming from the power of you being willing to host. This week, we're talking about community. And the simple bottom line for this week is that life is not meant to be done alone. That God didn't create us to live in isolation. Maybe you've seen that over the course of this 5 weeks for the first time, or I can guarantee that there are probably some people in your group that have experienced that for the first time, the power of doing life with other people. Because in a group specifically, we have the opportunity to care for each other and share with each other, and to support each other through the times in life that are the best, through the promotions, and through the new kids, and through somebody wins the lottery. Like when the great things happen, we celebrate together as a group. And on the other side of it, that same caring, that same sharing, and that same supporting comes into play when we hit the darkest moments of our life, when there's life lost, and when there's the unexpected layoff. Oftentimes in life, when we hit those walls, when we hit those hard seasons, if we're doing life by ourselves, it's so easy to believe that we are the only person that's experiencing that pain. And that's why we need other people to remind us of, hey, I've gone through that same thing, or I have a friend that went through it and this is how they dealt with that pain. On the other side of it, if we're not in community, we need to know that we have gifts and we have skills and we have stories that can so greatly serve somebody who might be going through one of those hard times. And so there's so much power in groups. There's so much power in community because we were not created to do life alone. This week, in Robert's hosting, he's going to mention the idea of baptism to your group as a potential next step. And I want to challenge you in the midst of your group to talk about that, to talk about baptism. Maybe some people can share the stories of when they were baptized, whether it's Sun Valley or somewhere else. And if there's somebody in your group that said yes to Jesus but hasn't taken their next step of baptism, maybe this is a good time to ask them if this is something that they would consider. We've got a baptism coming up at the end of February, and we would be so thrilled to celebrate that with them. And I think specifically for your group, this is a great time to encourage that individual, because oftentimes if they haven't been baptized, and maybe it's been a while since they've said yes to Jesus, there might be some reasons why there's hesitation there. And so for you as a small group, and you as a leader specifically, to say, hey, we would love to celebrate with you on that day. We would love to sit together, be up front, take pictures of you, and go celebrate afterwards. That'll help cut some of that tension and cut some of that fear when there's safety in community. Because again, this is another opportunity for your small group to share, care, and support each other through an incredibly awesome time in the life of somebody in your group. A tip for you this week as you care for your group is to consider some long-term plans for your group. We've talked about it before, but by this point, we're almost done with 6 weeks. Some of your groups are really grooving together. There's great comfort in the conversation and depth to what's being discussed. And the idea of your group continuing together is something that you're really starting to consider and exploring. Have those conversations with your group and figure out, hey, when might we meet together? There are more details in the host guide about how you can sign up to continue and officially launch a small group from there. But we would love to support you in that. Know that coming out of this, we've got an incredible 4-week series that's going to be highly applicable with some great resources for you as a leader. And so if that's you, we're so excited about that. If you have questions about that or anything we can help you with, things that we can celebrate, we would love to continue to do so. Feel free to reach out to your campus teams. We're so proud of you. Have great conversations this week, and we'll see you soon.